whether or not you have access to gender affirming care depends on what state you live in, particularly for minors. And so Illinois, thank God, has great laws. And so people come to Illinois from all over the country to access gender affirming care. That's a great thing. And I didn't do that. I had something to do with that when I was in the legislature, but more of that's happened even since I left the legislature. It's a great, great thing. But then you got to ask yourself a horrifying question. If somebody flees their state to Illinois to receive gender affirming care, will they be safe from prosecution when they get back home? And one thing that we want to make damn sure of in Evanston is that we don't do anything wittingly or unwittingly to put someone at risk of getting prosecuted. And so we passed
an ordinance that says that any data that we assemble, whether it's data from our police department or data the city public health department has access to because of our engagement with healthcare providers.
There's no data that we will share with anybody who would be willing to use it to prosecute or otherwise enforce any kind of restrictions on gender affirming care. And by the way, we have a similar thing for reproductive care and a similar thing for civil immigration enforcement, and we've had to use it. So we have these license plate reader cameras they're an important public safety tool, but they're run by a company that we did not trust not to share that data with ICE and CBP. And then all of a sudden somebody would be in our city and then our cameras would be used to arrest them, to kidnap them, to snatch us off the street. So we took those cameras down, and you know what the company did? They came back and they put the cameras up against our will. So not only did we issue a cease and desist order, but we climbed up the poles and covered the cameras with bags so that our residents would not be spied on. And so we take very, very seriously protecting our residents, even though unfortunately we're now protecting them from their own federal government or from other state governments. And so you asked how that happened. It wasn't a tough vote. It passed unanimously. The